So welcome to the UK News Today. Today we news that furry mom tears and absolute strip star Ryanair star after her and 3 kids left stranded in Spain. Furry Kate Haycock was struck with her 3 youngsters in Palma, Majorca because of a French air traffic controller strike. A furry mom really let Ryanair staff have it when she and her 3 children were left stranded in Spain. Furriest Chantelle Haycock was stuck in Palma, Majorca because of a French air traffic controller strike. But she claims she was left with no food, vouchers, or transfers to a hotel during the shoot delay. Desperate, Chantelle posted a video after being awake since 3 a.m. with her 3 young children. The company said it had done everything to help passengers affected by the strike, including offering refunds and rebookings. But Chantelle claimed when she tried to get information out of the staff, they simply said it was not their fault. She said no member of staff even called her a heartfelt something. Speaking to the Daily Post yesterday, the mom of 3 said, "The company have just not helped us. I know there was a strike in France, but the staff just say it is not our fault, and it had nothing to do with them. My little boy is fine, and he has sickness and diarrhea. It has been absolute hell. If I had not asked you and shouted, we would not be in Bahrain now. We got to Brussels at 1:30 p.m. and we are due to fly out at 10:20 p.m. to Manchester. In Spain, they put 5 less onto a flight in Bristol before us, and we have 3 young children. We told them we would have gone anywhere in the UK. We asked for Ryanair as a first member and they refused. The children have got school and a care. I have to go to work. I explained the situation, and no member of staff just smirked and said, yeah, you and 10,000 others. I went back to again, and now the woman of Ryanair said she remembered me and called me heart first, because the problem was not caused by them. They just don't care, and only reason we got to Brussels was because I kicked off about the way they had treated us. Chantelle, 25, from Sutton, was traveling with her 3 children, aged 3, 5, and 7, and her cousin De La Rose William, 22, from France. The family flew from Manchester on Tuesday, October 3 for a week, all-inclusive break, but problems started when they were traveling to Palma Airport for their return flight home on Tuesday this week. Just before arrived at Palma Airport, they were informed their flight was cancelled, and then spent 6 hours in departures because being moved to a bed and breakfast. And Chantelle said although they were put into the accommodation by Ryanair, she had to pay €165 so the family could be filled full board, as her children were starving. The next day they were taken to Barcelona's early Bridge Airport. After complaining to staff, about what they called a lacking of information, and she claims they were then told to make their own way to Garuna Airport, 90 minutes and more than 100 kilometers away. The family finally made it back in the UK on Tuesday night, 2 days after schedule. Spokesman from Ryanair said this flight from Palma to Manchester, 18 to 10 October, was cancelled due to a French ATC strike 2.5 hours before scheduled departure, and these customers were sent text messages and emails at 15:30 again 2.5 hours before departure, advising them at ATC cancellations and of the option of full refund or free booking on the text. Available flight or free transfer onto the alternate flight. The customer received assist and a ticket desk and booked on the Ryanair flight to Barcelona on 12th October, and from Corina to Birmingham on 13th, where we booked with hotel and refreshment adventures. The customer flew to Barcelona on 12th and spoke to handling agent at the airport, who transferred them on the alternate Ryanair flight to Brussels and the cancellation flight from Brussels, Manchester on 12th. The customer then flew to Manchester, Brussels, and we apologize for this flight cancellation, which was caused by French strike. On the claim staff, we approached a church Ryanair spoke at this claim are untrue. Thank you very much for listening to the UK News today. I hope you enjoyed this news. Please subscribe our channel to get more news. Thank you.